Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, to forgive our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. God is the kingdom. God is the power. God is the glory, forever and ever and ever and ever. It's Sunday morning, and as usual, see, here's the thing. If you want to know if there's any evil spirits or unwanted spirits, tainted spirits, or just spirits, say a prayer. Just say a prayer. I mean, if it's quiet, and there's a symphony of birds chirping and singing and quiet, and it just and I'm proving. This is the thing. I'm testing. I'm always testing. The minute I said my prayers, guess what? Spirits start acting up. Noise. All of a sudden, that's my understanding of God. For those who don't believe, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Just say any prayer. It don't matter what it is. Say a prayer, and just sit back, and after you say your prayer, just sit back and just watch what happens. It's quiet and normal. I mean, but hey. That's one way to get rid of. That's how I get rid of any kind of foreign objects that I can't relate to. That's how I get rid of them. Say my prayers. When death is knocking on your door, say your prayers. When that devil is riding your back, say your prayers. Yeah? Say your prayer. Then you would know where the evil is coming from. You would know who is possessing the evil. And I understand that we have a lot of fake people, and there's something else you really have to think about. Why does religion exist? Religion is older than Methuselah. For those of you who don't know what Methuselah is or who Methuselah was, it was the oldest living human that ever exists. Methuselah, biblical. Methuselah. Well, that's why, I have to. You know, I can't I can't start my day. I can't end my day without my prayers. I can't. I can't, I have to get rid of unwanted, even though they're gonna come, but I know I'm well protected. But they still come. And guess what? I don't worry about it. I don't worry. Which brings me to, you know, and I wish that I didn't have to use this term, but I wish that I didn't have to use this term, but and sometimes you have to get attention. Stupid people, stupid people, stupid thieves, thieves. Thieves. You used to lose a hand, or an arm, a leg for stealing. But I understand that most people, I don't, when you come my way, guess what? God see you. And that's my thing, I'm here to help you. I am here to help you. Not in a vagrant way. I'm here to help you. You know, to get you to kind of realize that God exists. The universe exists. How you think we exist? And but we all need help, and there's certain things that exist, to help us through life to get through, and there's things that exist in life, in your life, like mucus. What is the purpose of mucus? Mucus is snot. Mucus kill more people than any disease. It's the major cause of illness. See what I'm saying? It's the major cause of death. Mucus. We have worms in our body. Worms. Stupid people would try to figure out a way to get rid of worms, fight worms, and worms are in our body for a reason. People don't, worms are in our, they are there to fight diseases, fight unwanted species that's trying to come and invade and give you these mutation diseases. Worms. Worms. I mean, just look, just the hippo and everything. Nature has a way of helping the hippo. The hippo don't have a toothbrush, so what the hippo do? The gators, the crocodile, they open the mouth and there are certain birds, certain species coming out to clean it. It's like the worms, you know. If you have a fish tank, you got that fish that cleans algae. That's that's nature. We have worms that does the same thing in our body. But yeah, them nasty worms. We need to get rid of them worms. I mean, alcohol has the same effect, but and it was liable for what, thousands of years until certain people say, alcohol. What's the truth medicine in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 1400s, 1300s? Yeah, worms. Fight is fighting diseases in our body. Just like I'm out here fighting for God cause. God got me out here fighting for the universe. And for the non-believers, the universe will make certain things happen. But if you don't catch on and you don't realize what's going on, that's just your loss. Which everybody, most people fight it because they love that. They love that life. They love that stealing. They love stealing. If you come to God's side, you can't steal. So I don't want to wake up. A lot of most people, they want. I like that shiny stuff. So, so they remain. They remain in a state of mind of imprisonment, regardless of what it is, how it is, where it is. You still stuck in a mind of imprisonment. And the prison is being hooked on something. I don't care what it is. Being hooked on the government taking care of you. That's prison. You'll never experience the true meaning of life. Everybody has a purpose. You was born for a purpose. All this is written. Everything I say is written. Everything is already out here. But we all have a purpose. Most people don't realize what their purpose is, so they just live in content. In prison, don't even realize it. But I mean, that's the kind of life that we are stuck into. I like to pay attention to things, nature. It's free. All that's freedom. That, That's, and believe it or not, that's how we advanced into certain stages of life. Paying attention how nature moves, how the ants move, how to find water, how to find food, knowing which food is good for us, knowing what insects are good for us, knowing which animals to stay away from. That's how we keep just keep going to the next level. Nothing, no one does it on their own. Everybody needs help in order to advance. Because the weak don't stay here long, and there are a lot of extinct things, people, places, extinct that wasn't in God's plan. So it became extinct. It wasn't helping the cause of nature. It wasn't helping the cause of the purpose of God. So it's extinct. And guess what's on the list next? If it's not in God's plan, it's going to be extinct. And just think about it. I don't have to tell you what, where, how, when, who. I don't have to tell you that. We all got enough sense to realize what's in God's plan, what was designed not to create habit, but it was intended to be a Garden of Eden, not a Garden of Habit. Man. That's what it was intended to be. But, we so habit form, and we so, like that chaos. But whatever you put out, that's what you receive. And I'm quite sure that, the intention of, living in paradise, man, we are way, way away from it. Now, these conversations, they keep coming up about nuclear. Why should that be? But it's it's going to happen regardless of what people may think, because humans can't get along. Oh, that's mine. Oh, now, you got one set over here. Oh, we don't want them on top, so we gonna bomb them. That's evil. Everyone has a turn to do whatever it is, what they gonna do, and then God give them the tool, give them the instruments, to do what they got to do. But so just other ones, just we get old and die for a reason. There's a such thing as new inventions, creations, that, when you get old, you teach the young how to survive, and then you move on. Most folks, and certain cultures, man, I want to live forever. Cryogenics. I want to be immortal. What the world? You done told yourself, I'm God. The hell with creation. Cryogenics. I want to live forever. You take You just a grain of sand on this earth. You only here for a second. You gone. Some people gonna realize that. You keep thinking that you in control. You ain't in control of nothing. God keeps showing you that. God keep throwing these things at you, make you realize that you ain't in no control of nothing. But it's just, and they just, hard-headed people just don't understand. Hard-headed. God showing you now. You ain't in no control. You never will be. You just a grain of sand. Just you supposed to be here, to leave your genes, leave your legacy, and move on. That's it. Instead of teachers of the wind, we dust in the wind. It's crazy how far we done got from evolution. We done got from biblical living. That's spiritual living. Everybody want to be God. Everybody wants to possess the spirit of the universe. Everybody can't. You can't. Everybody. I want that. You'll never get it. It's a lot of people. You think being rich is power? That's no power. That is not power. Being rich is power. That's man thinking. You gonna see real power. That's what they want. Controlling the wind. Man. Thinking as one. Man, it's crazy. But this story can go on and on and on and on, and we only have so much time. But most people like to take something simple. Life is simple, man. It's simple, but people like to take something simple and just blow it out of proportion and just make it hard. Life shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard to figure out. That's if you going on the right journey with the right set of mind, but you're not gonna get there, take. And I'm looking at a lot of westerns over again and again. Westerns. I love westerns. But you can't watch a western when they calling the Native American them heathens. They made the Native Americans, they were the bad people, and that's the thinking of our culture. You come over here and took them people land, robbed them, stole, raped them. Now they the heathens. I'm trying to understand this. In the westerns. Oh, them heathens. Yeah, they protect them. God gave you the right to protect yourself. Now you look at the police. Oh, they got they got a mindset. You can't touch me. So they do stupid stuff. Somebody gave them the right to, you can't touch me. I have that right. Yeah, God gave you the right to protect yourself. And then now we got a lot of they come in and just create havoc. All of them standing around, man. They standing out, just two or three police just there. All of them got pitchforks, knives, and holes and all that, just standing around, jumping up like apes, man. It's just they up there killing your fellow man. You up there, you ain't protecting them. How do you protect stuff like that? When man then gave them the right, okay, then gave them a lethal right to kill. It ain't nothing you can do. Yeah, they bold. But I mean, it's it's like, how dare you? You're a heathen. Yeah, but you the one. Them folks was over here minding their own business, living their life, and here you come invading. Now they the enemy. They the heathens. They the devil. That's funny though. That's real funny. And there's 2 minute westerns where you see that. They want to go west to find gold. We scared. The heathen's gonna get us. I wonder why. You over here trying to take their land. Now you got the government. We gonna distribute you to a reservation. What? Them folk didn't know nothing about buying land, selling land. They didn't know nothing about it. They didn't give a damn about none of that. They were living free. Living free. Them folk were living free. Now, what would you think? Now, just imagine you in your house, you in your house, minding your own business, just minding your own business, living your life the best way you know how. Now you got thieves coming in and invading and stealing and robbing. Why you think? I mean, you out there in a secure community, a gated community, trying to block off thieves. How you think? But you the biggest. Hypocritical, and that's why God don't like you. Yeah, I'm just being honest. It don't matter if you go to church. Your ancestors done mess you up. I'm just telling you, your ancestors done messed everything up. That's why you cursed. And my thing is to get out here to show you. God's showing you. Hurricane. Hurricane. Pay attention to the path of the hurricane. That should open, but they don't pay attention to that. Hurricane follows all the slave journeys, all the slave stops, the path of the slaves, all them people that got killed. Them ghosts, man. The ghosts, the universe is letting you know this is God. You got to pay for what your ancestor did. We all do. That's why blacks end up in the bondage of being a slave, because they didn't pay. God gave them a warning, gave them an order. They disobeyed. So guess what? Now you slaves. And nobody can hide, can run. If God give you a message and give you a a journey to take, or God give you a mission, or don't take it. don't do it. You too will end up being a slave. So basically, we all slave, man. We all done messed up and steady messed it up. Following the wrong people, listening to the wrong people, going the wrong way. Listen to evil. They're gonna always come in and try to destroy, disavow. that's the way of the world. But I love God, I love me, and I love my life. That's the way you may call me odd, but God give me these resources to try to show you, to guide you away from the shiny stuff. People don't even realize it. Oh, that's a freak. It's a lot of us out here. A lot of us. God, and most of them just have the fear. They have the fear in their heart. I mean, they're scared. A lot of them don't want to lose the shiny stuff, so they gonna sit back in the corner. They ain't gonna say nothing. Scared, fear. Worry about what man gonna say, what man gonna do to them. But when you in the bondage of God, you don't worry about that. But it is what it is. It's Sunday. My word is spoken. That's my message. Yeah, that's my message. Y'all have a blessed day. You can tag it as it is, but I mean, hey, everybody has. I'm free. It's free. I'm free. I can go anywhere I want to go. There are some think that they got me locked down, locked in. God, I go by the order of God. Nobody else. Never been in prison. I've been to jail a time or two. And every time I went to court, I'm not gonna make this up. Every time I went to court, I'm the last one sitting in the courtroom. The judge want to know what you doing here. I'm not making this up. Why are you here? I tell them, they got me one time for suspended license. Man, my license wasn't no suspended. Jimmy crack car. They was suspended license. I went down there to the DMV. Man, your license ain't suspended. That's the game they play. The other time, I'm sitting on my porch minding my own business. We gonna take you to jail. And I said the word F the police. They couldn't deal with that. I told them F the police. Oh, we gonna take you to jail for assault. I'm sitting up there in court, man. Them folks going, what you in here for? Oh, you go home. Get your money back. They gave me my money back both times. That's how God works. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm way overdue my stay. Y'all have a blessed day.